I think the role of visual arts really is just telling a story and kind of suck in whoever you're telling that story to make them believe that they're there, or even in the case of news, you're telling real life stories. So really just storytelling is what I think visual arts is. I think that it's having a positive and negative influence. And the negative really is just because I'm in the business and I'm scared of the new guys coming up that could take my job eventually. But on the positive side, I think it's awesome the social media websites and Vimeo, YouTube, stuff like that, where you can really get your work out there. And it used to be if you worked on a video, the only real place to see it was in a theater if you were at that level, or on TV. Now, I mean, you can work on small scale stuff, personal projects even, and you can share that with the entire world. So from the standpoint of the internet, I think it's awesome and very positive for the business. And also with the camera technology, I mean, it used to be to get into this business you had to have deep pockets, and now you can start out with a camera that costs less than $1,000 and have work that is TV quality. And I actually did a film competition that I won with a $690 camera. Now I did have some nicer lenses, but still, I mean, a couple of years ago, a $10,000 camera would have been probably the cheapest thing in that competition. So I think that technology is having an overall positive effect. Right now, slow motion is really taking off, and that goes back to the technology just getting cheaper. But slow motion cameras used to be outrageously priced, and it's an effect that has been in big budget movies, music videos. That slow motion gives you that look at things in life that they look so much more epic when it's slower. I mean, you could be something as simple as someone walking down the street, and you put that in a tenth of the speed, and it's like, it just makes it so much more moving. So my favorite style of visual art is probably just filmmaking and movies. I mean, I've always been a big movie fan, and then once I got into the business, I really started looking at the details of how they were getting certain shots, what kind of background work goes into those shots, and that really makes me, very, very big into the filmmaking process, because I work on a TV show, but our goal really is to look like that big budget film, and so my favorite style has got to be the big budget films, and try to mimic the shots that they get on a cheaper scale, I guess I should say. As far as my favorite visual artist, there's a bunch of famous people that I'm obviously a big fan of, but someone that I worked with on a project that's not really known. I mean, he's known in my industry, which is outdoor TV, but his name's Matt White. He's just a guy that he just has an eye for it. I mean, we worked on a project, and I was just blown away with, we could be side by side with the same camera, and just looking at the shots that he gets, he just has that eye. He knows his equipment, and he's just someone that I would look up to in the business. With famous artworks, which I'm mostly referring to films and even like music videos or TV series that are very big budget, but every single time I'm watching a show, I'm learning the entire time, or trying to take from every single show I watch something from it as a student, basically. It's kind of fun. It kind of takes the fun out of watching a movie when you're trying to figure out how they get camera shots and who's holding what in the background to be able to get that light there and stuff like that. So absolutely, this has been a wild ride. I've been in the TV business this is my 4th year now, and it's gotten just bigger and better every year. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Getting to go to these exotic locations and shoot things that you know, 99% of my friends will never get to go do and see. I mean, you can't trade that for a desk job anywhere. It's definitely something I would do again and recommend to anyone else to go and do.
Question why I just kept on chasing that melody, and it's time